Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good day as always. So today I want to share something that I found on Reddit the other day. Every now and then I get on there and I'll browse things like personal finance or Frugal or Minimalism. And I found a new one the other day that was called BIFL, which stands for Buy It for Life. And I found this to be an absolutely awesome topic, and I want to share that with you guys today. And the reason why I love this thread so much is that it really does tie together, to me, smart spending and responsible spending, because you can look at this one of two ways, right? Buying it for life, right? You can buy something with the intention that you're going to use it for your entire life. And this is great because you can kind of bring up that conversation of quality versus quantity, meaning it may be worthwhile to spend a little bit extra to buy something that you're going to use forever, right? And on the other hand, you can say, I'm going to buy something for its life. I'm going to take care of something and try to use it for as long as I possibly can. And even if it doesn't last forever, as long as I'm getting my money's worth and using it for as long as I possibly can, it's kind of anti-consumerism. It's a little bit frugal. It's a little bit minimalistic. And so all in all, I think it's really great. And I just want to share a few examples that I thought of today. So to start off with, if you ever visit that thread, I guarantee you, within the first page or two, you're probably going to see people talking about cast iron pans. And I personally have bought one and used one, I want to say, for the last 5 years now. I absolutely love cooking with it. If you've ever cooked with one before, you probably understand the sentiment of, once you get it seasoned and everything's perfect, to me, it's just so satisfying to use. It's really just a hunk of iron that I'll probably never have to replace for as long as I live. I recently was given an Instapot for Christmas, and I know that's kind of like all the rave right now when it comes to cooking, but I've honestly pretty much only used it to make rice. Every single other thing I use my cast iron for, and so that's one thing that I'll use for my entire life. Kind of tie into smart spending, I don't buy coffee, right? Even though I drink a lot of coffee, I never really buy it at the store, and that's because of a French press, right? That's another thing that, as long as I don't break it, I will be able to use it for the rest of my life and not have to worry about paying extra money for coffee at like Starbucks or anything like that. Another good example of this that kind of ties in that idea of maybe it's worthwhile to spend a little bit more money to buy something of quality that you'll never have to replace. For me, I probably spend a little bit more money than most on furniture. I'm not saying it's the most important thing in the world, but I like to have some things that are nice. And, for me, this couch and my entertainment center and my desk, right? I spent more money on that stuff, but again, I'll probably never have to buy it ever again. Another thing that I think is really cool is when people post pictures of stuff that they inherited from like their father or their grandfather or whoever it may be from generations back, and they've taken care of something and it still works to this day. Like things like tools are a good example of things that you'll see. Safety razors as well. And even though I didn't inherit one, I use a safety razor and that'll probably last me the rest of my life. I also kind of inherited this old knife that I'm pretty sure my grandpa made back when he was in high school. It's not something that I use on a day-to-day basis, but I think it's pretty cool that if you sharpen it, you take care of something, it lasts forever, and it keeps me from having to spend money on something and or contribute to consumerism and constantly buy something new. So that's one side of it, right? Buying something and intending to use it for your entire life. It's something that I need to do more of. It's something that I think most people should do. If you've got any other good examples of something that you've purchased with the intention of using for your whole life, definitely put it in the comments section down below. Another thing that I think is really cool is when people post pictures of something that it won't last forever, but they're doing everything they can to make sure it lasts as long as possible, to make sure that they're not spending money constantly trying to replace something. And to me, this stuff can really, really add up to big savings in the long run, right? A big one is cars, right? I never understood why people constantly traded in a new car, like let's say every 2 to 3 years. I saw that a lot when I worked at the credit union. I'll give a shout out to my dad here recently, who did have to buy a new truck because his current truck, which was a 2002 Chevy, finally broke down. It needed transmission work, and to get that replaced was probably double what the car was actually worth. So that is a smart way of buying something for the life of the item itself, right? And that saved me some money rather than constantly trading in every couple years. Another good example of this to me is electronics, right? People that use phones from like 5, 6, 7 years ago, that it may look strange when everyone's got the newest and the greatest, but at the same time they're saving money and they're actually putting something to use rather than using it for a couple of years and then throwing away when it still has value. Another cool thing that I see on the thread is people posting pictures of like old pieces of clothing that they've repurposed or fixed up, and really just kind of extended the life of something because they took care of it. And I'm no fashionista. This stuff doesn't really apply to me. I wear like the same 6 shirts every single week, but like boots is a big one. Jackets, like anything leather, people are resoling and cleaning up, and just maybe they got something at Goodwill for cheap, but they're able to make it nice again and prolong the life of something. I just think that's something that's really, really cool, and it's something all of us should be doing, me included. I need to get better with all of this stuff, but that's why I wanted to share this little subreddit with you guys today. If you've never checked it out before, definitely do yourself a favor and look at it. I'll have the link down below. But also, guys, if there's anything that you think is a really good example of buying something for life, again, whether it's for your life or the life of the item, I always think this stuff is fascinating, so I'd love to learn more from you. But that's what I want to talk about today. Don't forget that I am doing my 20,000 subscriber giveaway soon, so if you haven't joined that already, just make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and share. That way we can hit the goal faster. But that's what I want to talk about today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make smart financial decisions, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, I know I just said this stuff, but let me say it again. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And to support you, here's 2 more videos that I've made in the past in case you haven't seen them. Don't forget to share these with your friends and family so we can help all the people achieve their financial goals. Likewise, if there's anything that you would want to see made that you haven't seen thus far, definitely don't hesitate to let me know. But thanks again, take care, and have a good day.